So by the time all these people were getting this tweet, I was hitting confirm order and driving to my local Target.
Check it out.
That's good. Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Connor and I'm here today to talk to you about how I got the Xbox Series X. About a month or so ago, I figured I'd challenge myself. My goal was to be able to get my hands on one without putting a lot of time into the process and make it as convenient as possible. Today I'm going to talk to you about my process, how I created the system that I did to successfully be able to get me this Xbox Series X with probably 3 hours total worth of work. Step 1 being knowledge, step 2 being insight, step 3 being preparation, and step 4 being purchase. So step 1 being knowledge, I just googled the xbox.com Series X purchase page, and then you can just go up to the top and you can just hit check availability, and then it gives you the option for Xbox All Access. I just wanted the standalone console, so I click select retailer and it shows you all of the retailers that sell. Best Buy, GameStop, Target, Walmart, and Ant Online. I ended up purchasing my console from Target, and I was able to get it on the first try, and actually go to my most convenient Target and pick it up, which was sweet. Know where you're getting it from, and you want to buy it from these select retailers, else you're going to be paying extra. You may not be getting the exact device. So if you're not purchasing directly from these people off of their websites, because none of them allow you to walk in on the day of, there's no lines outside, everything's internet based, or else you're going to be paying a premium, an extra price. Step 2 being insight. So now that I knew where the devices were going to be purchased, also a little bit of research quickly will tell you they don't just drop on a consistent base. They don't launch, they don't go on the websites at a certain time. Also there's lag within the internet itself, so it's very, very difficult to know when they're going to be releasing. And following that, I did not want to waste time on going through the process of combing the internet. Where the rumors travel the most, they travel the fastest, and where you are able to, at a touch of a button, get somebody's information into your notifications. I took it to Twitter. So I went on to Twitter, and then I ended up finding, I just wrote on Twitter, Xbox Series X restock. Just hit search, and this guy right at the top, Matt, you go in, you are one sweaty individual. I don't know when you sleep, what you do, but you are just sending articles out and typing away. So I followed Matt Swider. I don't know his actual name, but he's pretty much the main lead that got my hands on this. So I went up to up here on the top right. You see a little bell. I can't point. You can't see my fingers on the screen, but there's a little bell up there, and I put it on all tweets. It'll tweet out every single time he tweets. You'll be able to kind of read it in your notifications. And my first thought process behind this was being able to, all right, I don't even need to track what day. I will just follow Matt, and then as soon as Matt tweets out, I'll click on the tweet. I'll even be able to click on his link and just see if I can get in there fast enough to get my hands on it. Hey, might be able to get one on a whim's notice with zero effort. Like always, I got a little bit too invested, so I wanted to see if I could get it on the first try. So anyways, I followed Matt, and I also followed Xbox Series X stock and alerts, and I noticed they're a little bit slower than Matt. But it's nice because as I was in the checkout process trying to purchase, these notifications are popping up. So I know when they're most definitely on the internet and I'm able to purchase it, and my refresh screen should be having it pop up. So it's sort of a confirmed somebody on the other end saying, yeah, I'm purchasing it right now. That was super, super helpful. So I went up to there, and I also hit the bells on Xbox Series X restock. Matt and the Xbox Series X restock both talk about PS5, so no sweat here. You can. If I didn't do step 3, I would not be here. Preparation. For me, I knew that the day I was looking to get it, it was dropping at Target. Drops. The news came to me through Twitter. These guys are good enough that they're tweeting out the last 3 times Target restocked and when those times were. Generally, they were the morning. I was safe with that. They also tweeted rumors and expectations, which was pretty awesome, pretty crazy. Once again, shout out to these dudes. They did a spectacular job. But one thing I made sure that I had set up was my Target account, my Target my cards in the account, everything registered together, so it was as little buttons as possible. I even went to the extent of putting other items into my cart and practicing going in and checking out and knowing where the buttons are on the screen and just not hitting purchase. You can go through all the steps. You can put in your billing information, make sure all of that pops in, make sure all your shipping address pops in, make sure everything is good to go prior, and then just not hit checkout. You can empty your cart and keep doing that. So I also had all of the apps on my phone situated, so pop it up here, but I had the Twitter app. I had this Microsoft Xbox nowinstock.net, and this sort of breaks down. This is super delayed. I would not rely on this notification system at all. This gives you a synopsis, so after the fact, if you aren't successful, I was hoping I'd be able to go in and know that they are all sold out and that they did drop at this time. On the bottom right here, the last time it was dropped, April 8th, so 4 days ago, Xbox Series X, 1 terabyte, black. You can go on the internet and you can make any, if you have an iPhone at least, I'm sure Android does the same thing, but you can go into your little button down here in the center, and you can make it a bookmark. So you can hit add bookmark and you can name it anything that you want, and then you just hit save, and it'll just drop down on your screen like that. It'll give you the icon, it'll look like an app, you'll click on it and it'll pull it up. So in part of my preparation process, I had the Target Xbox Series X where it said it's unavailable tab brought up, and I dropped that down onto my homepage. I also had the Target app itself with my information put into that. So if, say, the browser version crashed, I could go directly to the other one if I felt as though I was being unsuccessful. I purchased it on the browser version because I wanted to be able to refresh it consistently, whereas in the app it made it more difficult by swiping down, and to me, I feel more confident with my phone acting as a computer via a browser than working through the app of Target. But anyways, these 4 apps are the only 4 apps that I used, and it was a pretty seamless process. So step 4, purchase. The way my purchase went, it took about 2 hours total to do so, but I probably wasted an hour and a half of me refreshing and being over cautious of making sure I was ready for the restock. But for purchase, for me, I had this set up. I had all of the apps in order, and I was just on the browser version, just refreshing. Eventually, I would get the tweets on the top of my phone on the banner mode, and it would just say like Xbox Series X in stock now, or coming up soon. I was able to read enough from the Twitter notification where I didn't really even have to leave the page that I was refreshing. So I would refresh every 2-3 seconds. They're going PS5 disc, PS5 regular. They're working their way through all of them. As soon as Xbox Series X or Series S was hitting, Matt was also tweeting out Xbox Series X is next. You know what I mean? So I'm ready to go. It popped up available probably 30 seconds before Matt even tweeted it out. It caught me off guard, but because I knew what to look at and what would change when I purchased other things, I hit throw it in my cart, and I had it in my cart and I was checking out as Matt's tweet came out. So the theory behind it was I was able to beat everybody that was just sitting on their phone waiting for notifications from him saying, oh yeah, it's in stock. Then they have to open up their phone, they have to click on the notification, it brings them to the tweet, they have to hit the button, the link that he has to bring them to the website browser to then purchase it. They have to get it into their cart, and then they have to check out. And if they have all their information in, then they can check out. But if not, they have to put in their information to then check out. So by the time all these people were getting this tweet, I was hitting confirm order and driving to my local Target. So if you follow the 4 steps, knowledge, insight, preparation, and purchase, you should be successful. I hope you're successful. If you are successful, please shoot a comment below. That'd be super awesome. If this information was valuable to you at all, please subscribe below, like this video, and share with somebody that may want to get their hands on an Xbox One or PS5.